and everything is fucked.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, hello.
Well, he's here,
Hey.
so
Did that help a little bit?
We will be right back. Now,
Oh, hello. So, while our DM is making the final preparations, I want to welcome everyone to episode 2 of our little series. I guess it would be prudent to go through a recap. Last time we introduced the characters and found ourselves in a dungeon, prison cell. I don't, something like that. And of course, all of us except for Ariel, who was a servant at in this place that was that we were captured. Some bandits came, or some evil people came and attacked the other evil people, and we escaped, fortunately, through a sewer. Well, we're still stuck in the sewer, so that's where we left off last time. We got lost in the sewers. I think we're caught up somewhat. Anyone remember something I forgot?
only thing would be putting more detail on it, which would just tell us about the rat encounter and the moss.
Oh yeah, the deadly. What? Does anyone know what the moss was named?
Was it slime? Oh, I
No,
don't
it
know.
was moss of some kind. Fungus, maybe. Whatever. It's not so important with the details. They can just watch the previous episode.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Danes and Dragons on YouTube.
Just throwing that out as promoting.
Like, subscribe. No, okay, I'm kidding.
No.
no, listen to him. Please do.
Remember to press the bell icon.
You don't have to do
Oh my god.
Well, I guess that's good enough.
So, just to take off as our dear friend Attila said, we started the campaign with the four of you in a precarious situation in a prison cell beneath the hideout of a criminal gang known as the Family. Some banter was had between the different characters, between Urak, Eterèmont, Victor, and Epos. Until Ariel showed up and helped you escape through a secret door in the back of the hideout in the basement, where you then ran through the sewers. In the sewers, you unfortunately got horribly lost. Came across a situation where you decided to try to cross the lake of sewage, or the river of sewage, but through some very clever use of a shape water spell, you managed to cross. Got again horribly lost. Ran into a small pack of rats that you then absolutely murdered and destroyed. And essentially got horribly lost again. While walking through the sewers, you also came across some russet mold, or rust mold, as some people call it. And after a lot of time, you are actually not entirely sure how long you've been down there. You came upon a hand carved in the stone of one of the walls, and scripture that you, Eterèmont,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
seem to recognize. Though I must ask, now that we jump completely into the game,
Yes.
and I need to do something else also, but first and foremost, what languages do you guys know?
Common, giant, and orc.
Hmm?
Deep
Also
speech,
know
English.
Celestial and Elvish and Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
I also know Elvish and deep speech.
Mm-hmm. Ariel?
I know Common and Aquine.
Mm-hmm.
Aquan.
And Epos?
Common, Celestial, and Infernal.
Okay. So it is only you, Eterèmont, that knows this. That can read.
Okay.
That can read the scripture beneath.
Okay.
The scripture speaks. First and foremost, you start burning away the mucus and the muck and all this grime and things on this. Excuse me. On this wall. And first and foremost, the picture, as all of you can see, shows an elven man in great, beautiful armor, almost with runic scripture on it in ancient Elvish, which also coincides with Sylvan. The elf with sword stretched forward, high, piercing another elf. A man in robes, a staff held high, with a glowing crystal at the end. And beneath the scripture it says, Corellon, the hero of our people. With him at our side, we shall never bow to the invaders from above. The city of Nyla Dorai shall never rule us.
We shall never bow to the city above.
The city above. Yes.
Who is Corellon? Do I know that?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Nice. Oh, 22.
Wow, that was strange to hear twice. Alright. Actually, I think I just need to do this. And... damn it. Excuse me while I make a few adjustments. I all of a sudden noticed something. Let me drag this down to here. And... like this. Cool. 22. Okay.
Yes.
You have heard...
you can see that, yeah.
Yeah. You have heard of Corellon. You've actually heard a lot of Corellon.
Oh my.
Amongst the storybooks of Ilizanore, Corellon is known as Corellon the Betrayer.
Oh.
He was known as a general of the High Elven armies of of the city of Niladorai. And he was a well-decorated warrior amongst the high elven people of that city. But he betrayed his vows to the people of Niladorai and joined the elves on the surface to fight against them.
Oh.
In an unknown bid for power. To essentially rule the elves of the surface. And as you know, there were 5 cities in the sky. Many of their names have been lost. But Niladorai and Ilisanori are some of the few that you still remember. That is still remembered in the storybooks.
Yeah.
And you know that Niladorai was known to mostly exist on the western side of the world.
Okay.
Do you tell us any of this?
Can
Look
anybody
at-
read that?
I look at the painting, the scripture, like, yeah. I wonder why some elven history has gotten down in a disgusting sewer like this.
What is it? Tell us the story. What is it right here?
Actually, before you do that, I actually want everyone to just make a perception check.
Oh
As you
shit.
as you stand in this tunnel.
Damn, that's bad.
Oh, you're saying that?
Well, it's
Oh damn.
well. This is good. This is very good. Well, Eterèmont and Ariel,
Mm-hmm.
you do look around at the stonework and do realize that it is almost of better quality, but older.
Oh.
Much older.
The rest of us are ignorant.
The rest of you haven't really noticed the difference. You are so preoccupied with the absolute stench of the sewer.
Can you please tell me what it says? Is it an exit?
Can I investigate to look for some kind of exit?
With that perception check, you do take a look around, try to see if you can like feel a breath of air, if you will, or something. There is nothing. Unfortunately.
Ugh. I'm afraid this will lead us no further.
Well, then there's no
And-
reason to stand and look around for nothing.
No. And the story is just about an old, vain bastard betraying his people. Not much to tell about there.
Interesting. Well, let us be on our way then. Which way have we not looked yet? Oh, I'm getting so tired of these sewers. Can we please hurry along?
Just as a quick notice to you guys, the token that is on the map right now can be moved by every single one of you.
Tokens? Oh,
That's a lot of responsibility for
Any one of
For
you, any
5
one of
children.
you can move it, and I will also tell you that where you came from is downwards.
Okay.
So if you walk
Oh.
upward on the map, you continue forward. I can also
So
move it if
shall-
you want, but that is your choice.
Shall we designate
are
one
token.
person? Yes, we are all that one token.
You are all that one token right now.
Oh, that's cool. What is the red stuff?
You do look down the tunnel, and about 20 to 30 feet down, there is a massive culmination of rusted mold.
So that's the thing we burned.
That is the thing you burned to move through it.
earlier.
Yes, it is.
Let's try to go
is this
ahead.
where we came from, though? Is it where we came from though?
Nope.
Because last time we were
Nope.
a little bit lost.
It is not. Like I said, you essentially came. Give me a second. You essentially came from down here.
All right. Cool.
So you are essentially going in this direction at the moment.
Yeah. And we have been walking in circles.
And you have been walking circles a little bit. You don't know if you're still walking circles, but these tunnels do look new compared to the ones you have walked already.
The distance from the water is the same as it always has been.
There's about 10 feet to walk. Like the path that you walk at is like 10 feet, so you can walk 2 and 2 next to each other, but it's no further than that. And the water
Each
itself.
square is 10 feet.
Come again?
So each square is 10 feet.
Not entirely, because
Okay.
the water
No,
there's about 25 feet from the edge to the other edge.
Yeah,
So-
the map is not for measuring, it's just for visualization.
It's just for visual. It's for visual. It's for visual aid. Is what they call it.
So let's see if we can burn away this crap again and see what's in that direction. Anyone up for it? We still have
Why
the
not
torch.
go the
Yeah.
way we haven't tried before?
Yeah. I'm gonna put a bonfire in the middle.
Well, okay.
I misclicked.
Yes, you did. You did. Anyway, yeah. So
The
you-
channel accidentally joined it.
So you essentially decide to try to burn them all the way.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. As you start burning through it, someone misclicked again.
Oh no.
How dare they?
Thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah, you start burning away the mold.
There we go.
Start moving through the area, but you don't get very far before you realize that there is almost like a collapsed tunnel that essentially blocks the rest of that pathway.
When you say collapse, does it look as if we could dig our way out, or is it like completely like?
That depends on how long you want to use. As always, you can certainly try to move all the rocks, but it will take. You don't know how long. You know that the water is still like essentially pouring through from the other side.
But it seems a little risky if the tunnel has already collapsed at this end.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it could collapse more.
Yeah.
So could
No.
we essentially walk across the water on the debris?
You could. You could.
Good thinking.
Let's do that then.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyone up for it?
You
Yes.
first.
Yeah,
I will,
you first.
I will attempt
I
the
will
first
also.
few
Yeah,
steps.
I will also remind you that there is rusted mold on the other side. So whoever
Oh.
goes first needs to be at least able to like burn away the mold.
Ah,
We still have a torch in someone's hand, don't
Yeah. I can go first. I am the first mover.
All right.
we? Alright.
Then I would like to make an acrobatics or athletics check of your own choice.
Fuck.
Damn it.
oh shit.
Okay. You
I'll try to catch him if he falls.
Well, it's a little late to say that. Epos, you start moving over this huge pile of debris and rocks and shit that essentially has been collapsed. And you get about halfway out, and you step on one of the rocks, but don't realize that it is fully encapsulated in grime. So you slip, you fall. I want you to roll me a d4.
Okay.
Because I am a terrible DM and I forgot to put my dice next to me. 1.
There you go.
You do fall. And you take 2 points of damage as your hip hits one of the rocks on the way down. And the rest of you hear a sploosh as Epos lands in the water.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Okay. So it's not very deep. It's just disgusting.
He's not coming up. Or at least,
Oh,
or at least he comes up and he's like paddling to keep himself above the water.
He can swim. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He can swim. I think. I would assume Epos knows how to swim.
Yeah.
So you like dog paddle to keep yourself above all this stinking water, but you don't. You if you stop, you sink.
Okay.
Big guy, can you help him? It's pathetic.
I take my is it bow staff?
Bow staff or quarterstaff. It's one of those.
Yes, quarterstaff, and just like put it down to him.
Mhm.
For him to grab on.
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
You pull
Pull
him
them
up.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I seem to recall your strength is 16, correct?
yep.
Yeah. It's no issue for you. He essentially grabs on and you he pulls him up like with a big yeah. And it was you essentially halfway slung up from the water, and you do land on your feet, but you stink.
Yeah. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make me smell like flowers.
You smell like flowers. You're still wet though. But now you
I'm
smell
gonna
like
use
flowers.
shape water. I'm gonna use shape water to take off all the water to dry me off.
Okay. You could
That,
also.
my friend, is very useful.
Yes.
It is. So you essentially use shape water to essentially drag all of the water from your body up into a little
Yeah.
ball and just down into the rest.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so that was a pathetic display. Allow someone else to do it, please. One after another, please. No rushing.
I'll walk first then.
You try to.
I will this time try to, cover him half-assed.
Please be careful.
I will say that is not possible because it is still 25 feet to move.
Okay.
You can't
I
really
will.
help him.
I will make a platform of ice, so I can move it around to catch him.
That is fair. Urak, athletics or
Yes.
acrobatics? Your choice.
I will choose athletics.
I expect this much.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You essentially just walk out, grab the rocks, and almost like soldier style, just like you're not even using your feet. It's just your arms, like, and you're over. No issues.
I will light a torch
Mm-hmm. And just
and
before you
burn
land,
the moss.
just before you land, torch, burn away the moss. Fair enough.
Yes.
So Urak is now on the other side.
Okay, I will try to go now. I use acrobatics.
All right.
Can I like pull out and put my quarterstaff out so that like they could grab onto that if it is if anything comes to it?
Yes, Eterèmont, you start
Yeah.
moving. You thought that when Urak did it, it looks super easy. So you don't really you don't really try to do the same, but you like try to
do
jump.
this.
You try to jump between the rocks, try to grab on. At just the last 5 to 10 feet, you grab onto a rock and it snaps. You fall, and just before you fall into the water, you grab Urak's quarterstaff, and with your feet just land on the edge of the other side, like. Yeah, and Urak just almost like a fishing pole pulls you up. Yeah, yeet, and you essentially land behind Urak on your feet.
That's what I call dwarf tossing.
He says to
I
her,
am not a dwarf. Thank you very much. And thank you, my friend. That did not go quite as expected.
Can do it every time.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
But this time I have my.
You have
My
your
platform.
platform. Yeah, you have your ice platform at the bottom. So make
I
an
rinse
acrobatics
and
or
repeat.
athletics.
I'll go fish.
You go fish.
Yeah.
Okay. So Epos, you now know which rock not to step on, so you essentially avoid this rock and get to the other side unscathed.
Awesome.
You do almost slip like once, but it's like your foot essentially just It's almost as when you step on a smooth rock and you just essentially move like 2 inches, like eek. It's like it's almost nothing. It's like, okay, I got this. Yup! And you just jump the last like 10 feet, like, and just land right next to Urak.
Oh, young lady, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try, but it doesn't look fun.
Well,
And Ariel's gonna try to get on the other side.
And
As
then
long
she
as you
just
got,
owns
like,
it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it does!
and as I was about to say, I assume that you Urak still is going fish.
yes.
So Ariel, you see his staff, but you just move along. It's like no problem. As you get over, you just with one hand just grab his staff, just move it a little bit, so you can get over without so you don't get prodded by his quarterstaff.
So now we are just missing one. Come along,
Your turn.
fine.
well,
Man.
you I mean, Victor goes over and puts his hands on, and it seems as if he just sticks to the wall, and he, effortlessly goes across to the other side.
Oh, I just forgot. I actually have a climbing speed.
Yes, you do. But yeah, you essentially see Victor almost like grasping onto the stones and just move. Effortlessly.
Effortlessly, yes.
Yeah. He effortlessly just moves along. No problems. And he gets to the other side.
You have been doing that a lot.
Oh, this is none of your concern. I'll tell you later. And I just move along, start walking in the direction of,
So yes. Now you're here.
So I guess we go to the corner then.
Let's keep moving.
You walk to the other side.
What is that a bridge?
That's a bridge.
Oh my god, that's not... Oh yeah, we could not have gone over. Okay.
No. But you start
I
moving.
was just like, wait, what's... yeah, let's go ahead.
Let's remember this bridge. We might need it later. All right.
Don't worry, I'm proficient in walking backwards.
Should we go back and cross the bridge so we can continue forward?
Well, it keeps going.
Yeah, that's just it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You walk back to the bridge and cross it.
Yeah.
You cross it without issue. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah. And let's continue up.
Continue forward.
Who's controlling it, by the way?
I think Cosmos is.
I am. You are allowed to control it. Just let me know and I'll stop.
I will move it a little bit more. Is that the edge of the map? No, it's not. Okay.
I will let you know when you get to the
good.
edge of the map. I know where the edge of the map is. Don't worry.
Oh dear.
Are you all okay with walking?
Yes,
straight?
yes. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Should we take the bridge?
Nah, let's keep moving.
So straightforward.
Yes. Oh shit!
And
Oh,
stop.
shit.
Stop.
Oh shit! Wrong way!
You come to this place, and which one of you have the highest passive perception?
10.
Oh, let me
9.
see.
Well,
I really dislike that I
14.
chose to have a minus wisdom.
Ariel?
But oh well.
You are.
Oh, I
muted.
said 10.
10. Alright. And Epos, that was 12, right?
yeah.
Alright. Eterèmont, as you start
Yes.
moving forward, you sense a smell enter
Oh, no.
your nose.
Oh no, this is worse.
It smells like salt.
Like salt?
Like slightly salted wait. It smells like the ocean. It's faint, but it is there.
Okay, for a short moment, I look back at Ariel, and then I'm like, no, it can't be.
You don't think it's Ariel.
Okay.
It seems to come from a head.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I get a faint smell of salt water. Could we be close to the exit? Let's go ahead and have a look.
I only smell shit.
Idea.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, same.
give me a second.
Well, then we have like you and.
Yeah, I only smell flowers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you only smell flowers. Who is walking in the front? Like, give me a marching
guess.
order.
I guess I would.
I am right behind big guy.
You're right behind him. Is anyone beside him?
I think I go around the back.
Okay.
I'm in
Like,
the middle.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
at the
go
back. I'm the
What?
get up
most
personal.
back.
Okay, so Urak in the front
Oh,
alone.
why does it sound so threatening?
Yeah, so Urak is in front, and Epos and Victor in the middle, and then Eterèmont and Ariel in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to check something. And I will just go grab my dice for a second. Be right back.
That is never a good thing.
Oh no. Also, why did it sound so threatening? Like, is anybody standing beside him? And it's just like, oh no.
This is what happens when you forget to prepare yourself. Anyway, so let us. So Urak, I will assume
Yes.
that a 14 does not hit you.
I don't believe it does. No. A 14 does not hit me.
And a 15 doesn't either.
No.
Okay. Victor,
Mm-hmm.
does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, I was looking at my HP. Yeah.
This is so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So,
Well,
and
yeah,
Eterèmont,
too.
Yeah.
does an 18 hit you?
Oh my god, yes it does.
Ariel, does a 7 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
Alright. So, first and foremost, Victor, you take 6 points of necrotic damage,
Jeez.
Ouch.
and your strength score decreases by 2.
What?
Oh.
What?
Permanently?
Can that happen?
It can, and it just did. You feel weaker.
A
Yes.
6 in score, is that like I can't move?
No, a 6 is just a 6.
Okay, because, you know, it's bad.
Let me say it like this, if your strength becomes 0, you die. Well, Eterèmont,
Yes.
you take, oh boy, 10 points of necrotic damage,
Oh,
and your strength score fall by 4.
okay. How do I
Just remember it, I think.
Just remember the number and change it in
Okay.
your character sheet. Write it down or something so you can remember.
Okay.
And as you're all carrying light, you all see him. You see these dark, shadowy creatures floating before you, behind you, and beside you in the tunnel. And I want you all to roll initiative.
I'm almost dead already.
Just gonna write a...
Just need to remember. I just need to think about where you are. Actually, put yourself down here.
Where is here?
Here.
Oh.
And
Oh.
and ignore the
Bridge.
Yeah, the bridge. Ignore the bridge.
Okay.
Could be
dear.
worse.
Would be worse, yes. We could have, one of us could have died already.
Yeah, it could have been a 13.
It could.
Well,
It
I'm
could.
very
I prefer-
close.
Or not to die in the second session.
We'll see what happens. I hope you don't. That's all I'm saying.
It will be kind of poop.
To save
Wait, we
mine.
can swear it would be shite.
It would be shite. And
That's still not.
what was I thinking?
Are we in the right order, or because I think we're standing weirdly?
No, I would say you do stand right.
Victor was behind
But
me, didn't?
I was
wasn't
in the
he?
backpack. I was.
Yeah, and Eterèmont also said he was in the back. I assumed you walked close to each other and not like with a wide berth from one another.
I would say right there.
Then we'll put that one here. It's fine. Just
Oh.
decide where you are, and then I will essentially move the characters in. I will
I
just.
think.
So there's no way to escape being
Ariel,
right
come
next
back
to-
here.
Okay.
I think this looks more right.
That is fine. I will also just change this. Look at this, and it's going to be this. I'm just gonna do something. This is going to take a moment, so I apologize.
It's fine. Where's the big bad guy?
What do you mean, the big bad guy?
The guy.
I think
on
it was
the-
just like a encounter. So
It's just a token.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can count that token for to
okay.
trigger, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, please let it be rats.
And do this.
yeah, this does not look like rats.
No, it does not.
No.
You see, it's essentially these creatures almost look like they're made completely of shadows, of a shadow. They almost look like
Shadows of rats, though?
no. They almost look like it almost look like your shadows, in a way.
Oh, come on.
I'm not
That
about
is,
my-
Although your shadows are still there.
Mm.
These do look a little bit like it could be your shadows.
Do we realize that we're having trouble?
Yes, you
Well,
all,
I have
you all, you
almost
all,
been
you,
killed,
you
so
all-
yeah.
yeah, you all feel the attack on you.
Not me.
Well, oh, not you, because you were not attacked. But you see the others essentially breathe and like
Yeah.
essentially get attacked, and you see these things just. As they
Your
start.
sound disappeared for a second.
What?
Your sound disappeared for a second. While you
Damn
were
it!
doing that
Yeah.
sound.
I hate it.
I could only hear it because I can hear you from the
Yeah,
living room.
It sounded a bit like a ghost moaning, essentially, like a ghost usually sounds. Anyway, from the top of the round, Eterèmont.
Yes.
That one hurt.
Ah! Damn it.
Oh.
Let me see. So there's one right behind me.
There is one right behind you, like completely up against you.
Yeah. Do I have a dagger? Let me see. Please let me have a dagger. Yeah. Oh my. Where did the spell go?
Just use your staff.
I don't have a staff. Yeah, I used my dagger against the guy behind me.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Yes, you try to stabby stab.
Yeah. 14.
14 hits.
Good.
Roll damage.
5 piercing damage.
So you stab at thee.
Yes.
And it does not seem to do as much damage as you had hoped, as you stab into this shadow.
Of course. And then I put my free hand on my chest, and I use healing word on myself.
Healing word on yourself.
Yes.
That's not a touch, but that's fair.
Oh yeah,
Come
it's
on,
not
you
touch.
do it, buddy.
Yes.
I'm going to touch myself anyways.
That is fair.
myself.
you touch yourself and get a little bit of that healing juice.
Yes.
Roll your healing.
Yeah. And now it disappeared from me again. That is. Hello there. Level 1. 5 healing. Yes.
You heal 5.
I would like for 5 healing.
And I don't dare move away, so that's my turn.
Alright, that is your turn then. Urak, it is now your turn.
Yes.
A little help, please.
Absolutely. If I could.
Smack it.
Just kill them all.
So, yeah. Can I try to figure out, like, what they are? Why bother? I'm gonna slap this one.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Yes, with the flail.
With the flail. Yes. That is a 16. You hit.
Yeah. Smite.
Okay.
Smite at thee.
Smite at thee.
Yes.
I smite thee.
Yes. You smite. You smite the bastard. But your smite does nothing.
What?
Oh, shit.
It is as if the necrotic energy of your smite is just pale off on these things.
Wait,
Oh.
shouldn't it be radiant when you smite?
Yeah, I thought like so. Is it? Why is it?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, you know, homebrew
I see
and
what you're doing
reflavoring.
here.
Uh,
Anyways,
Ah.
the cruelty.
Yes, but this is my own undoing, so I guess that would qualify as what I can do.
Yes.
Except I can wait, Victor got hit, right?
Yeah.
No, that's an action.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure lay on hands is an action.
No, it's cure wounds.
Oh, that's
But,
an action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there.
All right. I will say that your flail itself did full damage.
Yes.
Essentially because of your smite.
Okay. Oh, because it becomes magical?
Because it becomes magical.
Hmm.
It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
magical energy. You're essentially smacking with a now magical weapon, and that seems to go
Nice.
right through.
Nice.
So, Epos, your turn.
Yeah.
Do you mean that it hits?
It does hit, and it takes full damage.
Okay, because like through a ghost is.
I know, but it seems as if
Yeah.
it hurt it, and it hurt it quite a bit actually.
Alrighty.
I will attack this one with a firebolt.
All right, roll an attack roll with your firebolt.
Yo. Yes.
Firebolt a 9 is unfortunately a miss. So it almost morphs itself smaller as your firebolt hits the wall, and it forms up again.
Yeah. Shit. Okay. Then I can do nothing. I can't do anything.
All right, Ariel.
you're muted.
Yes, sorry, muted.
That's
and 2 screens and
All that.
and all that. I was thinking acid splash.
Acid splash. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a saving throw or?
Acid splash. Oh wait.
Just roll
Succeed
it.
on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage.
Okay. Roll the attack then. Just
Yeah.
press the spell, and then we'll see.
Please.
Who are you targeting?
The one over the water who hit me.
Okay.
Ah,
Like this one.
I will tell you, its saving throw is a 4. So it takes 4 points of acid damage. Reduced to 2, as it seems not to take the full effect of your acidic blast against it.
Huh.
As
Fair
your
enough.
acid essentially goes over it, as it doesn't actually move, and it just seems to shake it off, as it essentially starts goes towards you.
Stupid thing.
Is that your turn?
Yes, I can't do anything else.
Okay, Victor.
Rapier and short sword.
Yes.
And I stab at the one that I'm next to. There, yes.
The one that seemed to pull strength out of you.
Yes, it shall not pass.
That's a hit.
that's nice.
It takes 5 damage.
Is it still alive?
It is, but barely.
And I
You can
also
see
attack
yeah.
with the offhand, but without the plus dexterity.
For the damage, yes. Well, that's a hit. So roll damage.
It is?
It is a hit.
Nice.
And it takes 1 point of damage. Half to 1.
Half to 1. Wow.
As you
half
take.
is 2.
No, it is 1. It takes 1 damage.
Oh, that's bad. Alright, so, well, I don't suppose I can hide from it, so...
No, you cannot hide from it because you do not have cunning action. You are a level
yeah,
1
of
rogue.
course. Yes, yes, yes.
But you essentially stab it
That's me.
with both of your weapons, and it's
Wait.
Hmm?
Does that mean that he has sneak attack?
no, because
Yeah,
it does
but I-
not have advantage.
Yeah, but adjacent.
That is actually true. Roll sneak attack.
Really?
It has
Yes.
two. It has 2 enemies adjacent to it. So roll your sneak attack.
Yeah.
That's a dice 6, right?
A single d6, yes. You have a total of 5 damage. As you stab it, your rapier goes through it, like... and it's gone.
Ooh. Nice.
Nice.
Remembering
kill.
rules.
I like it!
Yes.
So, I could still hide since as a bonus action. Was
No.
that with
You
cunning
have
action?
already made the attack.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. And again, you still cannot do it as a bonus action because you do not have cunning action.
Next level.
That is next level, if you pick rogue. Anyway, that was Victor's turn. Now it is shadows.
No.
2 of the shadows go for you, Urak.
So it would seem.
And it 100% misses with a 6. Second
I
attack.
do doubt that that hits.
It doesn't. I'm pretty sure. It tries. The other one tries. That's a 7. That also doesn't.
No.
Then one of the attacks is against you, Ariel. That's a
Bad
16.
throw.
16 to hit.
Damn it. It hits.
That's not fucking. Okay. So you take a total of 7 points of necrotic damage.
7
7.
points?
7 points, and your strength
Huh.
reduces by 4.
Yeah, okay.
Are you still alive?
Barely?
Oh dear.
Now it's your turn, Eterèmont. Yeah, that definitely hits. That is a 23 to hit.
Huh? Ow!
You take 7 points necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 1.
Do you have any left?
Hey, Attila.
Hmm?
Can you move like a little bit?
You're out of
in real
focus,
Yes.
essentially. You're a little bit
Yes,
out of focus.
there.
It's fine.
Better?
Perfect.
Yes. Anyway, that was the Shadow's turn. Eterèmont, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm like... and I try to stab at it again.
Okay. Make your attack roll. That is,
18?
that is a perfect hit. Roll damage.
7.
Oh boy, that is max damage.
Yeah, 3 damage, I guess.
Yes, you stab at it with all of your might. Go through it as it essentially seems to like strike backwards, stumble a little bit backwards as it. And it slowly begins reforming and seems to prepare for another attack against you.
Oh shit! I use my very last spell slot to heal myself once again.
All right, make your healing.
5.
Another 5. So you heal by 5.
That's a high 5.
That is a very high 5.
You
What?
will not get rid of me that easily. And that is my turn.
Very well, Urak.
Yes. Hey, Victor, help the others.
Alright. You got
And-
this big guy.
And I'll slap one of the ghosts.
Yes. Which one of the shadows do you
Um,
smack?
I'll just take the one that's right in front of me.
Very well. Make an attack roll.
Wait, no, I was not supposed to use spite.
It also does not hit, unfortunately.
Yes.
But
Oh, no.
you make your strike, and it seems to like essentially move itself a little bit. It's almost as if its back essentially cracks as it goes backwards as you swings your flail, and it just goes back up again.
I see.
Very nice.
Well, that's my turn.
All right, Epos, it is now your turn.
Yes. I will try the firebolt again.
All right,
Yes.
make your attack
but,
roll.
But at this one this time.
All right, make your attack roll.
Yeah. Fuck shit.
You cast your firebolt, and just like the first one, it seems to just get a hit short, like as your firebolt flies over it, and it goes back up again.
Isn't it?
God damn it.
Those some very unfortunate rolls.
It is. Is that your turn, Epos?
Yeah.
All right.
That is my turn.
Yes. Ariel.
Yes.
God.
I think it's time for some cure wounds
Yes. Some
on myself because
Yes.
I kind of don't have that much life left.
some curely wounds.
Yes.
So you heal 7.
Yay! I'm back on full health.
Woohoo! That was your action.
Heck yeah, Batman.
Yes. Yes, and I can't remember if I have any. Anything that's not an action.
I don't think you do. It also has to be a cantrip if you want to cast a spell.
And all of my cantrips are actions, so I think that'll be it for me.
All right. Victor, it is your turn.
I shall. I acknowledge Urak real quick, like, right, you got this big guy, and I start walking to Ariel and use my stabby stab on the with the rapier.
Make your
On
attack
You
roll.
stab at me.
Yes, that
Motherfucker.
is a hit, and you may roll your sneak attack as well.
Oh, I
Oh.
forgot that. Damn it. d6.
Yes, roll a d6.
Here you go. Oh my god. That's
Damn.
nice.
Takes a complete total of 7 points of damage.
I like that.
Is that every time you stand beside someone?
It is as long as the creature as long as the enemy creature has an enemy near it. There's sneak attack.
Isn't it that it has
Oh.
focus on another one?
It doesn't really have to have focus on another one. It does have to
Yeah.
be harassed by someone else other than you.
Adjacent by one of your allies, advantage, or doesn't know that you're there.
Yeah.
And of course, the swashbuckler then adds as long as you're alone with it.
Okay.
Alright, so it's still alive, so I'm gonna use the sword also
Yes.
with my offense.
Make a stabbity stab. That is a hit.
I don't think there is sneak attack on this one. Is
There is not. So that is a grand total of 2 points of damage. As you stab at thee. So you essentially go up, find what you assume is an artery, like you stab, and as you pull back, a little bit of black ichor just sploods out of it.
Oh.
And you
I
think,
do like
oh great! And you, instead of piercing, you slash at his throat, like, and a small gauze of black ichor just, and it stops as soon as it arrived.
oh, it's like
It's as if the creature just, it's almost as if it sprouted blood from its throat and it just stopped.
yes, of course, yes. And that would be my turn.
Yes. Now it is the shadows. Two of them
shit.
on you, Urak. One at Victor.
Yes.
And
This
one at you,
will
Eterèmont.
inevitably hit me.
Yes, let's see if they hit you first, Urak. They do not. That is a 6 to hit.
No.
Second attack against you, Urak. That is a 15. Also does not hit.
Nope.
Then there's attack at you, Victor. These things doesn't
And
like
they
you,
missed,
apparently.
And they missed, and they missed, and they missed.
That is an 18.
Yeah. Damn it.
That would have hit me.
Yes, so that's a hit.
Rebuke.
You take 11 points
What?
of necrotic damage.
11.
11.
Uh,
And
no,
your strength is reduced by 1.
I'm down. So does my strength go down anyways?
Yes, it does.
Alright. Oh my god.
So Victor has fallen to the ground.
Shit.
The last one against you, Eterèmont. That is a 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit! Ah!
So it essentially extends its hands, and you just jump like almost a foot backwards, like eek! As it closes its hands at where you were before. And
I can
misses.
breathe again.
Yes, that is the shadows. Eterèmont, it's your turn.
Yeah, I stab back at him.
Okay,
Oh,
make your attack roll with your dagger.
yes. I will do the thing. There you go.
That's
14.
that's a hit.
Nice.
Roll heal damage.
Oh, that's nice. I hope.
Sorry, I just checked something. Well, that is nice. It takes 3 points of damage. As
And
you-
it's not dead yet?
It's not dead yet. So you stab at it, and just like when Victor stabbed the other one, it starts to some kind of black ooze just pours out of it,
Okay.
but it seems to continue to attack.
And I guess trying to stabilize someone is an action.
That's an action, yes.
Yeah, so I am sorry, there is nothing more I can do.
It is fine.
Yeah,
don't let
that's
it
my
get me.
turn.
All right, Urak. Your turn.
So who looks the worst off besides Victor?
Besides Victor.
Well, I will let the players tell you how bad it looks for them.
I have 8 HP.
No, don't tell health.
Oh. I'm not looking good.
Okay.
I'm looking amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
I'm limping a little because I hit my hip.
Okay, so
But that's it.
sure. I am going to. Would you please make 2 opportunity attacks on me?
I will. You may move yourself. It's fine.
Yes.
See, one of them is a 14 that misses, and the second one is an 8 that it also misses.
Thank
Thank
God.
fuck.
Wow.
So I will use lay on hands on Victor. All 10 health.
Okay. So Victor, you
And then
heal.
on.
You heal 10.
Yeah.
I healed 10. I like 10. 10 is good.
Yes.
And then it was Eterèmont that was looking rather bad.
Mm-hmm.
Shield of Faith. +2 to your AC.
Yes.
Oh.
And I will
You will now-
move back.
Yes. And you are now concentrating on a spell.
Indeed.
We will use this token, this mark for concentration. All right. And that was your turn, I assume.
Well, I used my action, bonus action, on my
30 feet of move.
feet.
Yes. Then Epos, it is now your turn.
Yes. Let's do it again.
Firebolt.
Yes, but on this one still.
All right.
Oh my god.
Ah, come on!
Doesn't get
Oh.
Me and Epos and magic. Ah, that's not so
Yeah.
good.
I'm sorry about this, but
Yeah.
high or low?
Oh shit.
Middle.
Higher or low?
High. God fucking damn it.
Oh, this will hurt.
Your firebolt streaked forward. Unfortunately, a little too far to your right, and it streaks directly towards Ariel.
Yes.
Ariel, I want you to
Yeah?
make a dexterity saving throw.
I can't.
God.
I'm sorry.
This one.
Okay, you.
Awesome.
Epos, yours spell saving throws is 13, correct?
Yep.
Ariel, you use a second to think, wow, it's really getting hard. Oh shit! As a firebolt flies right by your head.
Thank God.
Yeah.
God had nothing to do with it. The DM did.
As the firebolt streaks down the tunnel, and after about 120 feet, dies.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything else Epos wants to do?
No.
Okay. Ariel, it's now your turn.
Yes. And now I wanna do a firebolt.
Against who?
Me.
No. No. Payback
shadow
time.
figure.
Payback time. No. Just the shadowy figure.
Ah!
Which shadow do you want to use it against?
I think the one in front of me.
Okay, just remember that your attack roll will be with disadvantage, as this is a ranged attack.
Oh, that's right. Well, then I wanna. Can I? Is this one also with disadvantage?
Yes, it is also within melee of you.
Ah!
So I kind of have to do like these over here.
Yes,
But that's risky.
if you absolutely want to use Firebolt, it's over there. But it is
Just
only
use some melee on the one next to you.
it is only risky. I
Well,
will say it is only risky if you roll a natural one.
Yeah, and do I have my spear?
Did
Did I get my spear?
I don't know if you did. Well, I did say you got all of your equipment, and if your equipment says spear, you have a spear.
Okay, then I'm gonna stab him with my spear.
All right, make an attack roll with your spear.
Two-handed.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Well, he will make an opportunity attack against you.
Oh no. Of course he will.
Yes, that is a 12 to hit.
Wait, it doesn't hit.
No.
No, it doesn't hit!
So he essentially, you stab forward, almost trip down into the water as it goes forward, misses you, and just barely makes it back as the firebolt flies past.
Also, I forgot something.
Yes.
I could not use Shield of Faith, so let's remove that again because I used Command the last session.
That is true.
Yes, I just forgot that.
That is fair. So unfortunately, there is no bonus AC to you, Eterèmont, but
Okay.
that's how it is. But I
Was
assume...
that because of the healing?
No, that was
No, that's because of this Shield of Faith.
Yeah. It's because he used command the last session to command a rat.
And then I used Smite,
Oh.
which
Yes.
means I used 2 spell slots, which
Okay.
is what I have.
Yes.
I'm with ya.
Yes,
Um,
it's my bad.
It's all good. That was your turn, Ariel.
Yes, I didn't... Yeah, I can't do anything more.
Alright. Victor, you're on the ground.
Yeah, but I'm conscious now, right?
You are 100% conscious.
So I use some movement to get up,
Have your movement.
and I'm angry.
I would
So
assume
I'm
as much.
just gonna stab it again with the rapier.
Yes. Make a stab.
Oh.
You stab at it, and it seems to grow in on itself, like as you miss.
Right, so offhand.
That is just hit. That just
Just
hits. That just hits.
Oh, nice. That's minus something, but
No,
minus
it's
6.
it is 3 points of damage because you still cannot add your dexterity to this, but you do sneak attack.
I do.
It is on the first attack that hits.
Of course. Oh,
So you do 4 points of damage to it.
very nice.
This one is having a very hard time keeping itself corporeal. It's so wounded that it has a hard time keeping itself together.
Yes. My turn is on.
AKA not dead.
It's not dead, but it's close.
Yeah.
Well,
Now it is the Shadow's turn.
dead.
2 against you, Urak.
Yes.
Let's start there.
Have you even taken any damage
No,
yet?
he has not, because I cannot hit
No,
him.
but it is inevitable that I will get hit at some point.
Yes, but it's not this one. That was a 9.
Oh.
And neither is this one. It's a 10.
I
you're so
lived to tell my tale another day.
Now, Victor.
Ooh.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You take 5 points of damage,
Oh.
and your strength goes down by 1.
Oh. I'm not so happy about that.
Oh my god.
We
And-
might die to strength loss before health.
And then,
Some of us might.
yes, and then there is an
Yes.
attack against you, Ariel.
Please don't hit.
Hits a 13.
I have 13 AC, so I guess yes.
It does, unfortunately. So that is 8 points of necrotic damage, and your strength reduces by 2.
So you said when you get to 0 strength,
No.
you die, right? I
Yes.
have 2 left.
You had 2 left.
Okay,
Ah,
cool,
then you're
thank
still
No, I
good.
have 2 left now.
Okay,
so,
you
so
are-
like
you are
2
fine.
life and 2 strength.
You are fine
So-
for now, I might add. But that is your turn. That is the Shadow's turn. Eterèmont.
Okay. I'm going to use vicious mockery on this guy,
Okay.
saying that I wish he had a proper black color because then at least he would be kinda pretty to look at. Kinda decent to look at.
Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Oh yeah. Oops. I did something. No. Oh shit. What did I do? There we go.
Yeah, roll it. 4 points of
13.
damage. That is actually
Wisdom
pretty
save.
good. I actually rolled a 10, so he takes the full 4 damage,
Yes.
and now he also has a hard time keeping himself together.
Good.
Not dead yet.
Oh, and he also have disadvantage on his next.
Yeah, on his next attack roll.
Attack.
Yes, he does indeed.
You should mark it.
No, I do remember that. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty.
Can she hit with the offhand or something?
No, she cannot, because
No.
she does not have an offhand weapon.
Mm.
She only has one dagger. Urak,
Yes, flaily flail.
flaily flail. Make your flaily flail.
This one.
Yes.
Without smite, but with dueling. So, flail.
Flail. Flail hits.
Also, I don't know why it just keeps rolling damage instantly.
It's all good that it does, actually. It's all fine.
Alrighty.
Yes, so you do 7 points of damage to it.
I fucked him.
You did.
Half
You fucked him as your flail hits it in its head as it reels backward, barely keeps itself together as it goes back and prepares to lunge at you.
Weird. Why is the stream so blurred?
Have you lowered the quality?
I have not done anything to the stream.
Because the stream is streamed at 720p, so it is old HD. If it's blurred, then it might be on your side.
That I cannot explain.
It looks fine to me.
Yes, same.
It,
So-
it's on
it
my
also
side.
looks a little blurred
Yes.
to me. Now it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just updating it.
yes.
Okay, if it's on my side, I don't care. They don't have to have it high quality.
That is true.
Yes,
Anyway, that was your turn, Urak.
indeed.
Yes. Epos.
Yeah. This time I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna hit
You're gonna hit.
this one again.
Yes.
Please hit the enemy.
And
Yes.
it hits!
Oh, nice.
Roll damage with your firebolt.
Yeah.
He was just waiting for it.
And
Fuck!
It takes, unfortunately, only 1 point of damage. As you see, as your firebolt doesn't seem to do as much damage as you had hoped, as you have now been
What?
building up this energy.
Oh,
I hate
really?
fucking magic. I say aloud.
Okay, so he essentially screams,
I
I hate
fucking-
magic! Was that your turn, Epos?
And I throw my dagger at it.
I'll allow it. Make an attack roll with your dagger. That hits.
So 13, because I'm not proficient with my offhand.
You are proficient with your offhand.
Okay.
You just don't.
Awesome.
You just don't add your dexterity to the damage.
Okay.
So roll damage,
Awesome.
and we just remove the. We just remove the last. Okay, you do total of
2 more.
2 points of damage as your dagger hits. You essentially hit as it disappears, and your dagger falls into the water.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
You don't need a dagger.
Yeah.
Nah.
Your dagger is unfortunately gone.
It's lost.
It is unfortunately lost in the water.
Yes. I'm not gonna get it.
Call it the water.
But that was your turn, Epos.
Did
Yes.
ghost just vanish?
Yes, it
Or
died.
the shadow?
A shadow died.
Hey!
Ariel,
Just-
your turn.
I just saved your ass.
Yes, thank you. And now I'm gonna cure wounds on myself again.
Very well.
Yes.
Roll Cure Wounds. So you heal 4.
Yes, I do. Can I stab with my dagger with my offhand.
I'll allow it. That's a hit.
I'm gonna
Roll damage.
stab this one.
Yes, it's the only one you can really hit if you want, unless you want to throw it. And it takes a single point damage. It is having a very hard time keeping itself together, but it's not dead yet. And that was your
my
turn? Yes.
Yes.
Victor, it's now your turn.
I can walk past / through her field, right?
Yes, you can. It's only you cannot move through enemies, but you move through allies.
So I move here, so there's a beautiful
Yes.
sandwich,
Yes,
so we can fuck
there,
him
there
from
is
both
indeed.
sides.
Make your attack roll with advantage,
And sneak attack.
and of course sneak attack.
Boom.
Yes, that hits, and you stab it, and it
Disappears.
also disappears.
So
it
can
also
I,
seems to go up in smoke. Just
can I throw my sword at an enemy?
is the short sword a light weapon, and does it have the thrown capacity? Because I'm pretty sure it does not.
Okay. Is it possible to just take my dagger and fling it? Just drop like some mic drop my sword and then take a dagger and throw it?
I'll allow it. You essentially just take your short sword, just throw it to the ground. Take a dagger, throw it. Which one?
I will take this one.
All right,
That was the wrong one. Yeah, well, never mind.
that
of
one.
them. Yeah, let's just say that one.
Okay, make your attack roll with the rapier, with the dagger.
Oh,
That
without
unfortunately
the
does
sneak
not
attack, of
hit.
course.
Yeah, there was no sneak attack, and it unfortunately misses because you no longer have advantage.
So I also have one dagger less on me.
Yes, the dagger essentially flies right past it, and continues a little further. Just ting, 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 essentially scratches against the stone. A little, about 30 feet further into the sewers.
Good. I guess that is my turn here.
Yes. Now it is the shadows. They will make 2 attacks against you, Urak.
Yes.
I don't need this because none of them has disadvantage. Oh, that's a hit. That's a 22 to hit.
Yes, that indeed does hit.
Yes, and
Wow.
you take a grand total of 4 necrotic damage,
Yes.
and your strength goes down by 2.
Yes.
And the second attack is a 15 to hit. That's a miss.
Yep.
Which
That's
was,
a miss.
yeah, which was good because that was almost max damage.
Oh.
And now was the Shadow's turn. Eterèmont.
Yes.
Like I said,
I,
it would
um,
inevitably hit me.
What?
Yeah.
Like I said, it would inevitably hit me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
It's
you
been
did say so.
4 turns.
Yes.
Well, I nod at
What?
Victor in acknowledgement, turn around, get my bow, my short bow, and I notch an arrow to shoot at this one down here.
The one in the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I say, hey, catch!
And it does catch. Roll
Nice.
damage. Takes a total of 3 damage.
Woohoo!
As your arrow sticks into it as it... And it just continues. It's seemingly looking a little bit hurt.
A little bit hurt. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yes. Urak, it's now your turn.
Yes, I indeed go again with swing.
Swing your swing.
Now let's swing in my swing.
Okay, which one? Top or the bottom?
Top.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Yes, I have less swing as I have a lower strength.
Yes, but you still do hit it.
Indeed.
And... Dueling... Is it the fighting style dueling? Just be sure.
Yes.
Okay. If I remember correctly, it means you do not wield your shield. If you're dueling.
That's it.
I think dueling
Did
is like if you have a
I
weapon
roll?
in one hand and nothing in the other. So in order to use the dueling...
And dueling, when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons. So, no, I can do that.
Okay, that's fair. Well, you do a total of... Let's see, half of 7 is 3, you do 5 damage. It is having a hard time keeping itself together. But it is alive.
Oh, and now comes the fireball.
We'll see if the fireball comes now. Epos, it's your turn.
Yeah, I create a bonfire underneath it.
Okay, I will make a dexterity saving throw for it. And it is 1 in the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 10. So that's a fail.
So, good.
So roll the damage of your bonfire.
Oh my god.
Boom! You create the bonfire, and essentially the fire hits its floating thing beneath it, and it essentially just says... It disappears.
A man sending smoke signals.
Apparently, and it also disappears.
That was my backup plan.
Yes, the token disappeared. Oh well, I know where it is in the initiative order. Oh well. Epos, was that your turn?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, no, yeah. If I can throw a dagger, then I will throw a dagger against the other one.
I'll allow
How
it.
many daggers do you have?
One more.
Make your attack roll. I don't know how many daggers you got. Yeah, that's a hit, and you do 1 point of damage.
Awesome.
That's a dagger. Sticks itself into it. And that was Epos' turn.
At least I know where my dagger is now.
Unless, of course, you want to move, Epos.
No, I'm good.
You found it? Cool. Ariel, it's your turn.
Yes, and I'm gonna use a firebolt on the only one left standing.
Roll. That is a hit, and you do
Yay.
1 point of damage. And it seems to resist the fire that hits it. Like,
Oh my god, these creatures are insane.
I'm not gonna throw a dagger because I only have one. So I think that'll be it for me.
okay, Victor, it's your turn.
As far as I know, it costs 5 feet to go through someone else's.
No,
No?
No.
So I can do that?
without issues.
Oh wait, I have to actually do it.
You have to move your token. Yes,
And stab.
Stabby.
Oh, yeah.
And you do hit,
Aye.
and you do
Oh, wait.
also have sneak attack.
Yes, I do.
So you do a grand total of 7 points of damage. Oh boy.
Still alive.
Nice.
It looks hurt.
Minus the 3, I think.
Well, it is a crit, so yeah. So minus the 3, so it's a total of 11. Half of 11 is 5. So you essentially run up, rapier and short sword in each hand, and you just go directly through it as it vanishes, and you land on the ground.
And I'm like, oh, there's my dagger. Cool.
And at least a dagger falls to the ground, which is Epos' dagger.
Well, I pick it up and I'm like, did anyone lose this? I don't recognize the shitty metal.
It is about the same quality as your own.
Well, but it's not
Um,
his.
I create a bonfire underneath him.
Well,
just for fun.
actually, now that I think about it, Victor, you need to make a dexterity saving throw as you are actually standing in Epos' bonfire.
So
Let's
fuck
try-
you.
It doesn't go away. You stand on the bonfire.
I stand here.
That is too late now. Make a dexterity saving throw as you stand in his bonfire.
Attila, you don't have the movement to do that.
You don't have the movement
No,
either
you
to do that.
I
So
have 25. but you said the creature that was burning was here.
no, the creature was burning was. Yo, that's actually true. Never mind.
I still create a bonfire underneath him
And he dodges it.
because he's
Yeah, he insulted.
Like-
Yeah, exactly. He insulted your metal, but
Yeah.
he manages to dodge it.
And I'm like, oh, it must be yours. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, I make the fires go away.
So the fire.
I am the fire and the water man.
You are the master of fire and water.
For now.
Well, I don't
I-
know about you, but I could really use some rest soon.
Yeah, but do you really want
I look to
breathe
Victor.
this air while you rest?
You got a point.
I look to Victor. What took you so long?
Well, you know, had to look pretty while I.
I like shrug and keep walking.
As you start walking, Eterèmont,
Yes.
you hear something behind you.
Ah!
It sounds a lot like heavy footsteps, but metallic. Like
Do you guys also hear this?
Do we?
you do.
Okay.
And as
Well.
as you turn around and look down the tunnel, just barely at the edges, you see two green eyes turn towards you. It sounds like rusty metal that.
I'm sorry, your sound disappeared again.
I understand. It sounded like essentially, like I said, rusting, like a rusty thing just. I know it disappeared again.
No, it's
No.
This time
Didn't.
This time it was yeah.
Great. Anyway, it sounds as if it moves it moves something, and then you hear more, and you see its head like barely peeking through the darkness. This almost like skull-like metallic head. You can see its arms clawed and rusty, sticking out from the shadows. Spikes on its back, and you can faintly see what looks like someone's head lolls across its back. As it
Your
stares at all of you.
instinct. Fireball. I can
I
hear.
wanna
I can.
run.
Make an attack roll against it then. And I will see if I can remember its stats.
I just
What
keep
is
on
it
going.
Do you have a handout for it?
No,
Okay.
but
I'm just
I will
chucking firebolts.
I did not have a handout for for these shadows either, but I will show you. I think I'll show you after what it looks like. I think this there it was, yes. Okay, let me just see. What did you roll, my friend? You rolled a 13. Your fireball hits it,
Good. Run.
and you hear behind you as it starts dashing after you.
Oh no!
It takes 9 points of damage.
Yes, the fire seems to hit and does the damage as it still charges after you, and you continue to run.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will just move your token as you run to the edge,
Didn't.
and you see a wide darkness in front of you, but you feel air careening, like caressing your faces.
Fresh air.
Fresh air, very fresh air, I might add.
Victor
running.
stands still and enjoys the fresh air.
Yeah.
We run
As
into
it-
darkness.
I'm gonna push him.
Or what?
Yeah.
Keep
Urak,
running.
you
Running.
push Victor, and Victor, you do this. You fall downwards.
Yeah. Well, just let me fall. It's fine.
Yes.
Oh shit!
And
Okay.
after about 3 seconds, you hear
No,
him hit-
like
you hear him hit
I
water.
was thinking like I was a little bit behind, and they just stood there, and I just fucking tackled through.
Let's say that
Too late
happens, and he tackles all of you, and you all falls into shadow. And
I turn around and say, "Fuck you!" to the
yes,
Wait, so we
to
hit
the Iron
water?
Mans.
and you hit
I
water,
didn't.
all of you.
I got a tail.
Yes, you don't fall far, maybe like, let's say 30 feet,
Ow.
but you do hit
Doesn't that
water.
Doesn't that give us damage or something?
I will say no, because you hit water.
It's Minecraft logic. Fine.
And as you hit water, you essentially start scrambling against this seawater that you have hit.
Yes.
And you are fighting against the tides, but are pulled down, come up and pulled down, and it seems as if it's dark out, like it's night. All of your torches that you were carrying just hits the water and goes pff, and goes out.
Hey, the next time, when I get to the surface, I will make a platform of ice, and then I'm going down. And when I come back up again, I'm gonna make a bonfire on top of the platform so we can see.
As the ice platform that you've made essentially starts melting from the heat of the bonfire, but you essentially get up. I just
keep on freezing it. I keep freezing it.
You come up with the bonfire that constantly tries to freeze this platform, and as you just use these few couples of seconds, give me a perception check with disadvantage as you're scrambling to keep yourself afloat on this thing.
Am I scrambling as well?
You have no issue. You also have no issue seeing
them.
You can.
Do I have an issue?
I will say yes, you do, because you are wearing heavy armor, but you are a strong dude, even if you are a little weakened at the moment. Epos, you look around as you're scrambling, as you finally just get somewhat of a purchase on this ice platform. You just take a look, and you look to your right, and about maybe 100 feet swim is a shoreline.
Hey, I shout this way, and and then I start swimming that way.
Okay.
Can I help them swim?
Who do you help? It's going to take you a while to essentially pick them up and start dragging them in that direction.
I will grab onto the nearest one and tell them, like, grab onto each other, and then paddle with the other arm.
Why? I'm
grab on and then,
if anyone tries to grab onto me, I'm gonna shove them aside and say, "You're going to drown me, you fucker!"
I'll drag you down with me.
How strong is the stream?
It's not very strong. It's more like it's almost more the shock of hitting water, and it's actually a little cold.
I'm gonna try and help the big guy.
Okay, you pick up Urak. It's going to take you a while because Urak is a big guy. He's heavy. He wears heavy armor for that matter as well. But you do help him ashore, and you see something on the beach, standing on a a relatively small rock, and you hear a voice saying, "My oh my, it's not every day you see something falling out of that pipe." And we are going to take our break here. So
spit out salt water, or what? I guess, because exactly. I'm assuming this is ocean.
Yes, but we'll be back in a moment. So see you in a bit. Welcome back. So, that was the wrong one. We are just going to.
We are in the ocean.
You are in the ocean.
No, we are not. We are on land.
Yeah, we met some guy.
Yeah.
You did. You are slowly all getting up onto land. And as you're all crawling up onto the side of the bay, up above you, on the rocky terrain, stands someone, a man. He's about as tall as Urak.
Dear.
He is not nearly as wide. It has to be said. He's a bit of a skinny man. He has this long, dark green, almost like jacket of sorts, on him. He's wearing this long jacket, shirt underneath. It's all. He wears these also dark green gloves, this white brimmed dark brown hat, and very, very, very worn traveling boots. He has a hook at the side of his belt, and on it hangs like 6 different fish of varying sizes that he's very likely caught in this ocean. He has a fishing pole in his hand as he stands on top of this rock. And just below the rock, there is a bucket and a gnarled wooden staff that essentially just leans against the rock. The thing is about this guy, as he turns to greet you, is that you see his long brown hair, this almost unkept chin beard that goes all the way up into mutton chops, I think it's called. It goes down across his chin.
Sideburns?
Sideburns, thank you. Fuck is mutton chops? Oh well. He has no mustache at all, and his skin is like a slight tint of like purple, like some very what do you call it? Mottled out purple. Like it's very pale purple. And
Does he have horns?
He does not have horns, but his nose seems to be a little more. His nose seems to be a bit more smushed, like almost like a deer's nose, and his ears seems to droop a little bit as they seems to go a little out from his face. And you look upon him, and I would say very few of you have seen such a creature before, because there are very few of them in Ashon and the lands you come from. I would say one of the few of you that may have heard of this is you, Epos. This is a Firbolg.
It's okay.
And he stands looking at all of you, and again says, "Now I have seen everything." Well, hello there. Do you need a hand? As he jumps down from the stone, as he wicks his fishing pole, and with a hand on top of it, just like essentially clicks it into a small piece that he then puts into the other side of his belt.
It's a foldable, collapsible fishing pole.
Yeah, it is a collapsible fishing pole that he just
That's amazing.
puts down in his belt.
I got one of those in real life.
As he
Why
jumps,
do I find that so cool?
As he jumps down from the rock, like it's about like 7 feet up, as he glides down and picks up his staff on the way and just starts moving over, and just looks at all of you. That does not look good. As he starts moving over to Ariel, that is very likely very exhausted.
Harry, do I got legs again, or am I still tail.
If you have crawled up onto shore, your legs come back.
I'm gonna stay just with my tail in the water, so I just could feel the breeze and the water.
Let me help you with that. That doesn't seem very nice. As he puts a hand on you, and you feel a warmth seems to emanate all through your body, as all of your strength returns.
Oh, that is useful.
That's so nice.
Well, you looked a little worse for wear. And he looks at all of you. You all do. And he looks at Epos. Except for you, though. You seem fine.
Oh no, I hit my hip. So
He bends down and just takes a look at your hip. It's fine. It'll heal. And he just slaps your hip like.
oh,
And you heal up. Your 2 hit points of damage come back to you. You are now fully healed, and your hip is fine. Well, I apologize. I shouldn't be this rude. The name is Adan Bluesong, traveler extraordinaire.
Did we all get our strength back?
No, just Ariel. He
Okay.
he put a hand on Ariel, and she regained all of her strength. And he looks at all of you and says, "I think what you
What
need."
was the name again?
Adan. Addan. Adan Bluesong.
Just looks up
baby.
at him. Bless you, when he says his name.
Oh, bless you, my child. And he essentially he also says, I do hope that your day will be warm. And I also hope that Darius will watch over you as you travel.
Could you tell exactly where we are right now?
You are at the beach side on the eastern side of the Kingdom of Ashon. I would say about an hour's swim, and he points towards Borealis. He points with his staff out towards the north.
Ah, see.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Urak?
do you know a place we can rest? We are
So
very
I just
tired.
forgot the name, but he said like, may someone be with you. I forgot the name.
Darius. Eller Darius. Jeg er lidt usikker.
There's
Ej,
and
hvad
that is.
Not just Darius. May Darius
Darius.
watch over you as you travel. Was what he said.
And who is Darius?
I would say you wouldn't know. Urak.
Okay.
Do I know?
Do I know?
I would actually say no to all of you.
Oh my god.
Ah, damn it.
Or actually, Ariel, give me a religion check.
Okay.
I think you might maybe heard something.
Just have to find it. Oh, there it is.
Yes. The name Darius does ring a bell of some kind, but you're not entirely sure what it is. You're pretty sure it's a part of the High Pantheon, but you're not entirely sure where in the Pantheon this Darius is from.
But I do know it's a god of
It is
sorts,
a
right?
god. You are 100% it's a god.
Okay.
You just don't know for what or how or what kind of god it is. You just know it's a god. But you also
Close enough.
Yeah, you also assume that it is a lesser known god, as you don't seem to have heard too much about the name. You just seem to recognize it a little bit. If there's anyone else that wants to roll a religion check, I will allow Epos or Victor to roll it. Urak, you would never have heard of this god, and neither would you, Eterèmont.
I will roll something.
I think I know why.
It is unfortunately a human god, so you will not have heard of it.
It's
18.
Religion, Victor,
Okay.
not history.
Oh,
What is your modifier in religion?
1.
Okay, so it's still a 14. Okay, Victor, you know about as much as Ariel. It's a god. But what you're not entirely sure, Epos, as you have been raised in a very religious land, you have strangely enough not heard a lot of Darius. But you have heard stories of the friend of the travelers, or more specifically, the friend on the road, the guide on the path. And you have heard that it is not just a physical path, but also the path through life. That Darius is essentially a god of, well, the guide on the path of life, both physical and metaphysical. You know she is a kind god. Like, she's one of the good ones. But that's all you really know of Darius. She is not a very well-known god.
Okay.
But Adan looks at you as Victor asks if he knows where they can rest. He essentially looks at you and says, "Well, I suppose I have plenty of room at my fire, not far away from here. If you would care to join me."
Yes, please.
I also do have some freshly caught food, and he pulls out the hook with the fish on it. I think there's enough. If not, I have plenty of vegetables. I am sure we can pull together some kind of stew. And he puts it back on his belt. Follow me! And he just turns around and starts walking.
Very well,
I expect Eterèmont will walk very slowly because the lack of strength right now has made me over carrying capacity.
Oh yeah, you are moving very slow.
Just, I'll be there. I'm coming.
Guess most of us are now.
Oh, you seem like you.
Some.
Yeah, he stops as he almost like senses that the Eterèmont starts moving very fast. He says, "Do you need some help with that?" As you move back.
I would inevitably notice it and like put an arm under her.
Yeah, so you essentially just start halfway lifting Eterèmont and helps him along. It makes it a lot easier, and Adan just stops like, "Very well, you can also do that." And he just turns around and starts moving again, back to up the beach, essentially south, away from the city of Borealis. And it is dark.
Ariel's gonna get out of the water and just shake a little, and then walk with them when she gets legs again.
Okay, it takes essentially like a couple of seconds for your legs to just essentially exist beneath you. And
But I'm still gonna shake.
And you essentially all follow Adan.
Yes.
So he essentially takes you down the beach. Not that long, like maybe 10 to 15 minutes of walking down the beach. And you come to a cave mouth. That's what it's called. Like an opening of a cave. There's a bit of the ocean that seems to be going in towards this cave, but stops about 30 feet from it. So there's this like fine opening that you can walk through. You also notice that it is a little more rocky in this part, and you also see very clearly and not very well hidden a wagon right next to the cave mouth. There is some leaves and branches and stuff that has been thrown on it, but it's not a very good work. Actually, I would say the only one that doesn't notice is Urak. Because again, because
doesn't matter.
Because passive perception 9 doesn't notice.
Yep.
So he essentially starts moving into the cave, and this cave does have a roaring fire somewhere in the middle. The cave is like relatively big. What you do see in there is like surprising. There is like a small stump of wood, essentially a chopping block, a meat cleaver lying on top of it. There is like what do you call it, a stick, like something across the fire to hang things on, and like
fish?
a what?
To hang, for example, fish.
And it's more like so he can hook on a cauldron or something up on the fire as well.
I understand.
There is also a hammock hanging between two stalagmites, I think they're called, the ones from the ground and up.
Yes, stalagmite.
Yeah, stalactites is the other one. That's from the roof.
Yes,
down.
because you got a hold tight on them,
Yes.
not to fall on the
but
stalagmite.
Yes, there's a stalagmite. There's a hammock between two stalagmites with like a blanket and a pillow on it, and also two horses. Essentially tied to two different stalagmites, and they have feeding bags across their faces, and they seem to be eating. Beyond from that, there is also like a couple of boxes that have been placed in there. And he essentially says, and Dan essentially turns to you and says, "Well, welcome to my very temporarily and very humble home. Please take a seat." As he starts moving towards the fire.
Very good, sir. I would like to lie down somewhere. Where's...
I think Eterèmont will just go to the fire, flip out his bedroll, and just
What
don't have
bedroll?
one.
You don't have your bedroll.
I don't.
No, that part of your equipment you don't have.
Oh, I thought you said we had got our equipment back.
I said you got your armor and your weapons. That's it.
Ah, damn it.
Yes. Everything else is not in your inventory.
So Victor's like, okay, so where's your feathered bed for me?
Oh yes.
To be honest, I do travel relatively light, as you can very likely see. But do take a seat. I will prepare some food. But I do hope that I could get a little bit of some assistance in doing so.
Sure.
I do need someone to help me clean these up, and he again like pulls up the hook with the fish on. Someone that can help me fillet these. And he essentially starts walking over to the chopping block, and just places them there.
Yes.
Well, I can give a hand, and I summon the mage hand to start helping him out.
Well, isn't that just marvelous? I wish I could do that. It would be nice.
Ariel,
It would be nice to have an
Ariel
extra hand.
Ariel kind of just, look at the fish and it's like swallows and think of the fact that she's half fish, and then just sits by the fire and try not to think about it.
I will tell you a quick thing, Ariel. Most of the food that your people eat is fish, because it's the only thing around. Your people live on the ocean depth.
Fish eat fish.
Yeah, beneath the ocean, down in the ocean. So
Under the sea.
yeah, under the sea. So essentially, fish is almost the only source of food. So it's
Ariel's never been fan of that fact.
that is also fair. He also says, I also need someone to help me chop up some onions, some potatoes, and a few carrots, if anyone would be willing. Just smiled.
Urak stands up and walks over.
Very well. Just give me a moment. I just need to pick them up, and he starts walking out the cave. And he essentially, if anyone follows him and watches him, you see him essentially open a door in the back of this wagon and walks into the wagon. It's a relatively massive wagon.
There's a door.
There's a door.
on it?
There's a door. There's walls. There's a ceiling on it. It's a big one.
Interesting.
And he essentially just comes out with three satchels. Two of them like swung over one shoulder and the other one in his hand. And he's like, okay. Puts them down next to a different chopping block that it's like kicking to, so it rolls in front of him as he kicks it up and he stands up. So just about let's say three potatoes, let's say 6 carrots, let's say 2 onions. I do love onions. And he like starts placing them on the chopping block and just says, just cut them fine. If you be so kind.
I do so.
You start doing it. And he also picks up his cauldron and says, "I will go out and pick up some water from the nearby stream. If anyone is willing to join me," and he just starts walking.
I'm gonna follow him for this one because I want to make sure it's not sewage water.
Okay, you follow him. You follow him out. Anyone else that wishes to follow him?
No,
Yeah.
I can't keep up, so.
Okay, so Epos, you also follow?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to go up and help with the food.
Okay.
Just the vegetables.
Okay. Okay. It's going fine. Whoever fillets the fishes, I will need a survival check, because you do need to peel them and debone them. I think it's called debone.
I guess my mage hand will give assistance.
Okay. So anyone that fillets the fishes will do it with advantage, as the hand is
But
helping.
I think the hand is the only one who's filling the fishes right now.
Then it
If
is.
anything,
Mhm.
then I'll leave Ariel to the vegetables and walk up to fillet the fish.
So you may roll a survival check with advantage, and I would very much like you to say out loud what you roll, because we don't have a window for the roll right now. I'll have to put that in somewhere. 11.
Yes, 11.
Okay, it goes okay. Like, you don't ruin the fish, but you may have forgotten a bone or 5.
Ariel kinda wanna check after that he has done an alright job.
You do
Because
check.
that's just how
Yeah.
she is.
You do check, and you do find a couple of bones in them. It's not
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the rest.
Okay,
because-
you start going through the
Just the Goliath way.
Yep. And I suppose Eterèmont will just sit by the fire and just watch them do their thing,
Yeah.
while the mage hand essentially tries to assist.
Very nice.
Okay. Victor and Epos, you walk.
Oh no! Wait. Oh,
Yes.
wait. No, you. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can continue. I will jump in a moment.
Okay. So, Epos and Victor, you follow Adan to a stream about 5 minutes away. It is essentially water that comes up from the cliff, which is like, I do not have a good number in feet, but we are talking relatively high. I would say like 20 meters.
So it's like mountain water.
It's not mountain water. It's like a stream that falls down a cliffside and hits the water beneath and seems to trickle into the ocean. He essentially just puts his cauldron underneath it. And
I do make a smell check.
Smell check.
Okay,
Yeah.
make a perception check as you walk over and smell the water.
13.
Smells of nothing. Well, actually, it smells a little bit of rust, but that's probably the cauldron.
Oh yeah, okay. But that would seem natural to me.
That would seem natural. There's nothing wrong with this water. It's just coming from a stream.
Well, I guess that's okay.
And he essentially turns to you, Victor, and just says, "So, my friend, what brings you to this land?" As he continues to like fill up the cauldron.
My story starts like any other. I was a kid. I'm still a kid. My father got into
I
some
would not call you
trouble.
a kid, my friend, but please continue.
I'm only 20, 21, something like that. Anyways, my father gets into arguments with people, and there's like fighting and stuff, and I've become the outcast. So here I am.
You have traveled far from the continent of Biokul to come here. That's a strange choice. It's a long way from home.
How did you know where I come from?
Oh, the accent. And trust me, I have trenched a part of Biokul. I spent about, I think it was 8 years treaching the wilderness of Biokul. Murdered many people there. It's an interesting place. A little
Which
too
cities have you
violent for me, but it's fine.
Which cities have you visited?
Oh, a couple. I don't remember the names. I just walk.
Yes,
You see
my
some
homeland is very beautiful in the summer.
Oh yeah, it's
Pretty cold.
it is a beautiful land. Summer, winter, doesn't really matter. It's a little cold in the winter though, but it's also very harsh.
Harsh. It depends on preference, you know.
Well, when you walk
I would
the
say
wilds,
sewers are much worse.
well, you walk when you walk the wilds, it's a harsh place. Trust me.
I cannot say I can relate. I am very much from cities.
I would have assumed. You do look like a city boy.
I cannot say no, but I cannot deny that I have been traveling a lot lately, and it's very uncomfortable for my skin.
Oh, you'll get used to it. Trust me, when you have spent as much time as me on the road, you get used to it.
Now,
Mhm.
you must tell me, is there a village nearby?
The nearest settlement is Boralis. About an hour and a half to the north. It's not very far. But if you want to go to some other settlement than that, there's Iron Ridge to the north. It's about a week north. And if you go a week south, you get to the capital. Get to Drostavar.
Yes. So, Boralis is our closest choice.
It is the closest settlement, yes.
Interesting. What do they buy? So, let's say we acquire things out here. What can we sell? What is important for them?
You are definitely not from around here.
No.
How long have you been here? Like, you fell out of the Boralis sewers. How long were you in Boralis, if I may ask?
I was in Boralis for one night, and suddenly I was in a dungeon, and then sewers to get out, you know.
A typical beginning for a first time on Boralis, believe you me.
Yeah.
At least from what I've
Was-
heard. I tend to stay away from the town. From the city.
I think I will tell my children about this when they grow up.
Probably a good idea. Anyway,
Gotcha.
you ask what they sell in Boralis and what they buy. It depends on who you ask and what you sell. Because I don't.
A remarkably bad answer.
Let me say it. Then let me say it in another way. They sell and buy everything. If you ask the right people.
Interesting. So if I find a very peculiar rock, they will buy it. Someone will buy it.
That depends on how peculiar it is.
Like, let's say he picks up a random rock. This rock.
I think they would all feel that you have insulted their intelligence and try to kill you.
Sounds like people I know. I can probably sell this for 2 gold. With the correct people. And I put it in my pocket.
You may put a rock in your inventory. And I will have you write it. You have a rock in your inventory. You
Of
never
all
know.
the things!
Yes, you will never know when that will be
Wait,
useful.
you got the rock in your
0.00
inventory?
Yes.
pound.
It doesn't weigh anything. It's not a big rock. It's not like this heavy. It's like you said it was like this big or something like that.
Yeah, like
It's
fits
nothing.
in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, it's one big rock. That's it.
I call it the rock.
It's fine.
You've
as
got
long
the
as-
rock in
yeah.
your pocket.
Just as long as you remember that you have it. Anyway, he also turns to you, Epos. So, my friend, what of you? What brings you this far south?
Yeah, I'm just out seeing the world, I guess.
A worthy goal.
Yeah. There was some accidents in my back home where at some point, and my mother ended up dying, and so
Oh.
There wasn't anything keeping me there, so I just
No.
walked away.
I'm sorry to hear it, my friend.
Yeah.
May Darius guide her to Krina so she can guide her to the rightful place.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear it.
It's fine, it's fine. That kind of stuff often happens around me, so...
It happens to us all, I suppose.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know of loss. My family was, unfortunately, part of a raid once, and unfortunately got on the wrong side of a barbarian's axe. Terrible thing.
Yeah. But that's why I'm here. Just out seeing the world.
To see new sights, I assume.
Yeah.
Well, let us hope that Darius guides you on the right path.
And let's hope she does.
Well, let me ask to both of you, what is the end goal? What is the destination? He's still filling the cauldron, he hasn't moved it yet.
He's the main villain. I can feel it.
Let's just say that the water that is coming from the stream is like a trickle. It takes a while, so he's just standing there while talking to you.
You are literally asking the wrong questions. What do I want in life? Yes, I can tell you my dreams. Yes. But what am I looking for? That is what you want to ask. I am looking for my family. The rest of them. I should have family here. I do not know where.
Well, I hope you find them. I can't say that I know too many people in this land. I know very few. And most of those I am pretty sure are not in your family.
Yes.
It is not an offense, it is merely they are not human.
Yes.
So let's just say it like that. And he finally...
What are you actually?
Oh, me? I am a Firbolg.
Ah.
A guardian of nature, as my people tend to call ourselves.
From whence do you hail?
Excuse me?
From where do you hail?
Oh, I hail from not far away from here, actually. I actually hail from the Summer Spring Woods.
Is that close by?
Oh, it borders these lands.
Ah.
Well, on the other side of the land of where we are.
Would I know where that is?
I would say no.
Oh. I am very curious. In which direction do you have to go to this place?
You would have to follow the road south to Drustvar, and through Drustvar travel, let's see, just up about a day to Red Shield, then further towards the west, as you get to a place called Silver Spring. From there, you can take a boat north across the river until you get to a town called Fall Watch. Then it's about 7 or 8 days further north, and you hit the edges of the forest.
Around the corner, you know.
Yes, just around the corner. I would say, though, if you go there, be prepared. Humans are often either killed on sight or at least captured on sight.
Ah, just my kind of people.
It is
Probably sell the rock there.
it is the land of the Wood Elves. They unfortunately have a lot of, let's call it, history with the Ashonians.
Okay. So, I now know what you are, where you're from, how to get there.
Well, yeah,
What do you want?
Oh, me? I want to travel. I want to see the world. It's taken me quite a while to see the world. I still need to get to the new continent, the one that was discovered about 30 years ago. Have you heard of
My father
Yunshai?
talked about this.
Have you heard of Yunshai?
Yes,
Have
I
we?
guess you know this, right?
DM, have I heard of Junshai?
I would say roll a history check with disadvantage. And Victor, you can roll a history check. Just plain. 11. Not bad, actually. 18. Okay.
Could be much worse.
It could be very much worse. Epos, you have heard the name Yunshai. Not entirely sure what it is. Victor, you've seen people from Yunshai, as Yunshai is actually relatively close to Biokul. More
I would
specifically,
say my father would have had a map of it.
he would not. Because there is no map of Yunshai outside of Yunshai.
Oh.
It is a very closed-in country, and it is also the homeland of the Leonin. Essentially, to say it very shortly, picture a land of Japanese origin, and you have your Jai. It's a land of samurais, of honor, and of shoguns, and honorable battle, and ritualistic suicide.
So, Epos.
No Pride Rock?
No Pride Rock.
So, Epos, this Yunshai is a very honor-based place. Very, very beautiful, and big beast-like cat people. Very, very dangerous. I have seen a few of these in my travels.
You have? Interesting.
Okay. It sounds like it sounds like a place we need to go at some point.
Yes.
Well,
but I heard it's
I
very
talk-
far away.
Yeah.
Well, you did have to take a boat first and foremost, and you would have to be willing to take a boat for months. It's on the other side of the world.
At some point, I
Well,
think you are going to get there, and I'm gonna get there too.
I do hope so. I have heard tales of the land. It's like your friend said, a very beautiful land. Very colorful land, actually. I do wish to see it one day.
Yes.
But it is just about the only continent I haven't seen yet. Anyway, shall we return? And he, like, hangs up the cauldron and starts walking towards the cave.
It is still empty.
It is filled with water.
Nice.
Not to the brim, but like enough so that if you start piling in the different ingredients, it would be somewhat filled.
Yes.
But yeah, he starts walking back towards the cave. And the rest of you has just filleted the fishes, cut the vegetables, and just, I assume, sit before the fire. The time of the just so you all know, we are in the beginning stages of the warm seasons. So, in our calendar, that would be about April. Like about the end of April.
Oh, okay.
But he essentially comes in and hangs up the cauldron on above the fire, starts piling up these different ingredients, tosses it down, picks up some salt, like seems to just essentially toss what would only be assumed like a half ton of salt, just like you wouldn't believe that this dish is going to be super good, because that was a absolute fuck ton of salt. He put a lot of salt in his food, apparently. He also takes up a few strange dust and just essentially starts putting a little bit of that in it as well.
I guess I would have seen that from the kitchens where I came from.
I would assume you wouldn't spend too much time in your family's kitchens, as you had a staff to make food for you.
Yeah, it's true. No mind.
Like, ew, what were you doing in the kitchens?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not my place.
Yes, so I would say
How
no,
about
but
me?
but the smell seems to brings back some memories. Because it is.
How
a
about
spice.
Ariel? Does she know what he's putting in?
I would say you do have a slight idea. It is it is essentially a very strong type of. I don't really have a name for it, but it is a strong smell and taste that this spice have. It seems to essentially make any food good. It's a strange spice. You also know it's
all around.
yeah, and you all know it. You two know that it comes from the continent of the south, which is a place called Sheodraria, the land of the Dragonborn. They are very big on the spice trade.
How much of this spice do you have
Oh, not a
lying
lot.
around?
I don't have a much. I actually only have what is in this pouch, and it's like very tiny. Like he may have what would pertain to like 2 grams of it.
Where do you procure it when you?
Oh, I buy
refill
it.
the tank? Yes, but where?
He pulls it up, starts looking at it, and seems to reminiscent. Like, where did I get it? Like as if he's trying to remember. It's like, I think I bought it in a place called Moon Harbor. Yeah. Procured in Moon Harbor. On an island called Curry Island, just on the southern edges of the belt of Utreus.
Yes. I probably haven't been there.
I
No
would
idea what he's
I would
talking about.
actually assume you may actually have, because it's an island that is on the southern edges of the belt of Utreus, which is on the path between Biokul and Edoth.
Well then,
So
I'd be
you
like,
might have been there.
we should go there and find some more spice, and go to the Dragonborn and sell it.
If you do that, I would be very impressed if you manage to sell their own spice to them. Just saying.
Never underestimate the power of persuasion.
Perhaps. But there is a silver tongue, and there is essentially stupid suggestions.
Well,
No offense. I'm sure you could talk the pants off of a knight, but I'm just saying there are certain things which is
as you
more-
mentioned that,
Yes.
I actually wear the pants of a knight.
He looks down at your pants.
They're kind of ruined because of the.
Yeah, it's very ruined. They're not old, but they're like maybe a little worn now and stink. And he's like, huh. And he just puts a finger on your pants, and all the holes in him just starts closing up.
And I'm like, I like you. You're awesome.
I do have a few skills in my inventory that I can do.
Can you fix my jacket also? I do so like it when it's fully healed.
He points a finger, places it on one of the holes, and it closes.
Is that the only hole?
Do you take off the jacket and check?
Yes.
Okay, you take off the jacket and check. There is a couple of more holes.
Oh, do it again.
Let me just focus on the food first. I can only do so much at a time.
Very well.
Yeah, but he just look around at all of you, and his eyes actually stop at each of you, Urak, Eterèmont, and Ariel, and he does ask the same question as he asked the other two out by the waterfall. He first asks you, Eterèmont, so my friend, where are you from?
You say you're a traveler, so you may actually know about the place. I am from the great city of Elisanore.
Who doesn't know of Elisanore?
I know, right?
Yeah. The elves from there has a tendency to scream it to the high heavens. Who wouldn't know?
If you say so.
Well, I have never been there. I do hope one
Obviously
day-
not.
I would hope one day to get there, but as far as I understand, no one is allowed in unless they are an elf. And more specifically, an elf born there.
You are very correct, my friend.
I do hope that would change one day. I have heard many tales of the place. It's a beautiful place. But where are you going then? If you came from such a great, beautiful city, why are you here? If I may ask.
Just say I'm out exploring. Here and there.
Exploring.
Looking into the history of my people.
That is interesting. I thought your people had all their history written down in their precious books, in their many and massive libraries.
Oh, a lot is written there. But I am to seek out more, which has been lost through the ages.
I see. Here I thought your people knew all that they needed to know. I'm glad to see that even your people believe that there are still things that need to be learned. Or at least there are still things that can be learned. If I may ask, why is this important to you? Or your people, for that matter?
Why would you wanna know?
Oh, just basic curiosity. I always love to essentially, what do you call it? I essentially just love stroking up a conversation with the people that I am dining with.
See? Well, I do believe that there are some things that could help bring greatness, even more of it, to our people. So, that is why I am here.
So it's power. Or
You
is
could
it
say
glory?
that. It is more finding back to your roots, getting back things that were lost.
The teaching of Darius always tell us the path is always the greatest, but home is even better.
Oh, I do know I will succeed.
I'm sure you do.
Hopefully, before my hair turns even whiter than it is.
Let us hope so. I believe so. You do seem to have a good head on your shoulder. Even if you do seem to want to walk around and posture and pride yourself in your heritage. You do seem to have a kind heart somewhere.
Well, I am from the greatest city in the world.
Oh, trust me. Everyone would say that. Or more specifically, they would say that they are from the greatest city.
But not everyone is right.
It is all in the eyes of the beholder, as they say. And what of you, big man? What is your path? What is your destiny? Of course, if you don't mind me asking, I am merely striking up a
No,
conversation.
I would like to answer your question. I just think I can't.
You can't.
I don't know where I, to say, came from.
But
I know where I've been. I have
mystery.
walked the Aqua Desert. And been there some years. For how I got here, let's say some plans don't succeed.
Many of them never do. But I do hope you find your path. If nothing else, I am sure that Darius will help you find your path if you get lost.
Let's hope.
And what of you, little one? And he looks at you, Ariel. What is your path?
Ariel just kind of looks upset. She's like, well, my path was to be free. I've been in capture for for a long time now. But now that I'm free, I want to find my parents.
Oh.
I miss my parents. Haven't seen them since we were took apart by some dangerously men. It was scary.
I'm sure you will find your parents one day. One day. And I'm sure that Darius will guide you on that path. She will know where to look. I'm sure the answer will come to you. And if nothing else, if Darius unfortunately cannot help you, I do know a couple of people that know a thing or two about finding people and things.
I would very much like to meet these people. So
Oh,
they can...
it's just one person, but I'm sure he can. Assist in some way.
Curious. How do we find these people? This person.
Oh, he has a home in the capital, in Drostvar.
So to Drostvar eventually we shall go. Does anyone here in the company have anything against going to Drostvar? I may be able to help us to some fortunes if we go to a capital.
Have my travels already led me to Drostvar? I don't remember.
No, your path took you to Boralis first, because Boralis is the first harbor town
Yes,
when you come
yes,
from
yes.
the north.
Well, I would very much like to go to the capital.
Actually, I'm sorry, Epos. Eterèmont, you also know that in the capital, in Drostvar, there is a temple for Amena, which is the human god of knowledge, but you know it also as a massive and great library
Yes.
of untold knowledge and information from, of course, human minds, but they must know something that can help you.
It must suffice.
Exactly. It must suffice.
Yeah, I was about to say that my plans, I do not know where I'm going now or with whom I'm going. So I could accompany you for. I could do with the company for a little while longer. It's lonely walking around alone.
Excellent. New friends. What do you say we call it the Brotherhood of Sewage People?
Yeah, how
I
about
think
no?
we need to work on the name.
I would
Yes.
prefer we left out the sewage parts, at least.
It's minor jest from my side. Yes, we should probably come up with a better name. How about the Furious Five?
How about we put a pin on it, so for now.
Okay, name is not so important.
Yes, we need rest.
Yes, probably I
How?
am exhausted.
Very
right
likely.
And to come in alone, I guess I don't have anything against or for it.
I got a name. I think. No. No. No, I don't. I was about to say something really funny, but I forgot. It was. Oof.
It happens.
Yeah, it
Happens
was
to
a
all
good
of
one.
us. But yeah, Adan essentially turns to all of you and says, while looking down, and he turns to all of you and then looks down at the food and says, "I think it's about done." He starts. He essentially pulls out these wooden balls and start picking up this soup, like thick soup type thing. And essentially hands one out to each of you, and also gives you a spoon.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, and you start eating. It's actually better than you had expected. It's not.
I mean,
it's not the best thing ever, but it's good. It's fine.
Awesome.
I do so enjoy a good meal.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Well,
I should hire you to cook my meals.
Victor, I got a question.
Yes.
How would you pay him?
I have a rock.
I have a
And he keeps like complete like, you know.
Adanta just looks at you and says, "I got 5."
Yes.
and,
but
and he
this
and he,
one-
and he just puts his hand down on the floor and picks up 5 rocks.
Yes, but this one is special because it was in my pocket.
And what's so amazing about your pocket?
I use prestidigitation on the rock without anyone knowing, and make it smell like I want to make it glow and smell, so it glows green and smells like. It smells like no. It smells like it smells of apples. It smells like an apple.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to make a sleight of hand to try to hide the semantic components.
20.
20. Okay.
Oh.
You none of you really notice as Epos almost behind his back like makes some weird hand motions, and Victor, your stone starts glowing green. It smells of apples.
I want to make some kind of performance check to, not seem surprised.
You may do so. I will allow a performance.
Oh,
18.
that's nice.
Okay, 18.
I'm like, oh look, it's actually green this time.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna touch it?
And Adan looks and like head back. And he looks at Epos. That's a good trick. You should use that more often.
I dropped the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the stone just turns back into a stone.
Very amusing, eh?
Yeah, but it's a good way to make money when you don't have any. So.
Yeah, unfortunately my fortunes were stolen.
I would assume as much. Well, if nothing else, I do hope you find your fortune at
Yes.
some point. But I don't know about you, but it has been a long day.
Yeah, it has. I could really use this. No, wait. I felt it in the sea, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
We don't smell like sewer anymore.
No,
Yay.
you don't. Now you just smell seawater. But
That's okay.
It's better. It's much better.
It is much better. Don't get me wrong, it's better. But now you
Yeah.
just smell seawater. But
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, he essentially looks at you. You're all like dried up by now as well. And he essentially just looks at you and is like, "Give me a moment." And he just walks towards his wagon. And about 5 minutes later, he comes back with 5 sleeping bags and a bedrolls.
Aw.
Oh my
and
god, I
and
love
just essentially just throws it to each of you. Not hard, but just like, here you go, here you go,
Right in the
here you go.
face.
Yeah,
you.
Urak, you get it. You almost
hits
get it.
me and fall to the ground. And I'm like, should I pick that up?
If you want to have a good night's sleep, I would assume you would sleep in that.
Oh, this is how it feels to not have servants and beds and stuff. This is
Maybe it does.
Audible.
Well,
Audible, I tell you.
consider
picks it up.
yeah, he says consider it a gift from a friend, and also
Much
payment,
obliged.
and also payment for a very good stories.
Here's a rock.
Yes, Urak, and he takes your rock and puts
For
it in his
fun,
pocket.
please. Divine Sense.
You use Divine Sense. Could you link it for me?
Indeed, I can.
Because I do not remember it entirely. What it does.
Did we change the name of it?
I think we did, but I don't remember what we called it. I only know your sensing. Yeah, domain expansion. Yeah, you can detect good.
Yeah,
and
domain
evil.
expansion.
Hello spell, no location of any celestial fiend, non-dead, within 60 feet, it is not handful cover. You take a sense, and you don't sense anything.
So neutral?
No, it's just he can sense good and evil, but it's more for specifically he can sense things that are hit by the Hallow or some other spell. It's he can sense things that has been affected by the Hallow spell and know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
So he can see me.
Actually, yes, you do sense something now that I think about it. You sense undead, and you sense celestial.
Okay, I think I know where it's from. Both. Yes. Okay.
So, I guess Victor just lies down and tries to be comfortable, but he makes loud sighs. Really makes it clear that he's uncomfortable.
I would assume as much.
Yeah.
But eventually you do find sleep.
Yes.
Are you going to keep any type of watch, or are you just going to sleep? Just asking.
Well, I guess I can take first watch.
I'm just going to sleep.
Yes, I like him and I
Yeah,
trust him,
same.
so I'm just like, "Ugh, I'm sleeping.
Yes. Ariel?
Ariel actually just goes to sleep as well because she's not as afraid as she was when she was captured.
So this is actually one of the first real comfortable sleeps you have had for years.
This is the most uncomfortable sleep Victor has ever had. So
I would say not likely, not the worst, because you have also been sleeping on a ship once.
well, one of the,
Yeah, it's one of the worst sleeps. It is very likely actually the worst sleep because you are sleeping on a hard, rocky underlining with like a very, very thin. Essentially a sleeping bag to keep you warm. So it is a little uncomfortable, but it's not that bad.
yeah.
But for Victor, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And
So I'm keeping eye because I just can't fall asleep properly. It's not because I actually want to be awake for it.
No, okay. And Urak, do you just go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. And Eterèmont, you also go to sleep?
Yeah.
Do you go to sleep, or do you go into your trance?
Oh, my trance also counts as a long rest,
It's
right?
the same as a long rest. You can essentially have your long rest because you have an elf.
Yeah. Then I trance.
You trance, and Victor, you stay awake a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. So, during the night,
Oh no.
Victor, as you try to get comfortable, it's a little hard. You do see a Dan getting up from his hammock. And he sits down right in front of his hammock, with the hammock behind him. And you see him start pulling out these little things. It seems like a few knickknacks that he starts putting up around himself.
It's a hammock.
Du ved, en hængekøj.
Ah. Ah.
Yeah, hammock.
Yeah, a hammock.
Hammock. Okay.
Hammock or a hammock? Yeah, det er sagt hammock.
I
Anyway.
believe it's hammock.
It is.
That
Hammock.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, he starts putting these small knickknacks up in front of him, and you see him just take a deep breath, like, and he has closed his eyes, and you see him mumbling. You don't hear it, but you see his mouth moving.
Nothing visual happens, like glowing.
No. You just see him having put these things out. He seems to mumble to himself. And at some point he stops, makes another sigh, like almost like a sigh of relief, like and he starts picking all the things up again, crawls back into his hammock, and seems to fall asleep again.
Interesting.
And it is around this point that you also fall asleep, Victor. Finally. And you're all awake. Eterèmont, you have been up for several hours.
Yeah. I guess.
as your long rest is 4 hours.
Yeah, I guess I would have taken a small walk around the place.
Okay, so you have walked around the cave essentially.
Also outside of the cave and.
Okay, so you have also
Stuff like
walked
that.
outside, and you have taken a look at the ocean and the night sky, the stars twinkling in the sky.
Yeah.
It's actually very beautiful, considering you're not in Ilisanori right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a beautiful night sky. There's also clouds.
Have I gotten my strength back?
Yes, you have.
Ah!
You all have.
Thank God.
As your long rest ends, you regain all your lost strength.
Whew.
And, well, Eterèmont, you take a look across the night sky. It's a beautiful night sky. And you just think to yourself, this is what it feels to be down on the ground. On the actual ground. And look up at the night sky. You have been traveling for quite a while, but most of that time has been spent on ships.
Yeah.
Or a ship. But this is the first time you've actually stood and just watched the sky. It's a strange feeling. Again, you're not above the clouds. You see clouds. You're used to looking down at clouds. As Ilisanori is actually above the clouds.
Okay.
And you swear you see something in the sky. A small blob flying across the sky. Not towards you, not away from you, past you. I would like you to make a perception check.
Oh. Yes.
And roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh,
boy.
21.
Okay. You look up at the sky. And you see
Eagle
this,
eyes.
yeah, you see this blob and think, what is that? And you see wings.
Yes.
Hey, Rasmus.
Yes.
In the stream, can you delete 2 messages in the stream chat?
I don't know if I can.
I believe you have the ability to do that.
I don't know how.
Either that or those 2 people, because I believe that is bots posting something.
Oh, yeah, spam.
I don't know how to do it, to be honest.
If you hold over it, do you have like a little gear that you can click on?
No, I have a click to answer.
No, you cannot right click on it, can you?
No. It just asks if I want to save the page and all the typical things.
If you click on the name and click on the little 3 dots, can you do anything there?
You can report and block.
I can block him. It's the best I can
That wouldn't do much.
No.
Yeah, it's only for you. We all have to do it separately.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later. But yeah. But Eterèmont, you see the wings. It's very hard to see, but you do swear that something is gleaming on this thing. Like, it's almost as if at some point it flies past the star, and you're pretty sure it's the same color as the star.
Okay.
As it continues to fly onward. You're not entirely sure what it is though, but it seems to just fly. And it flies south.
I guess I will stand for a moment after it has disappeared and then return to the cave.
Okay. You return to the cave. The others haven't really waken up. You may have been standing out there for like an hour. So you still have like 3 hours to kill.
Then I go for a longer walk.
Okay, you start walking up and down the beach, just take a look at the sky and probably wondering, what was that? That thing flying across the sky. And as you walk back after having very likely walked up and down the beach like 6 times, you finally hear the others stirring and starting to wake up.
Yeah.
And as you return from the 6th time, you do see Adan awake and already in the process of like taking this food that he's made and has started to pour it into some kind of container, like some kind of boxes or something that he like keeps the food in.
Plastic boxes.
No, there's no plastic in this world, unfortunately. But he starts pouring some of the remains of the food up and starts putting it aside, essentially. There is still some food left, but he starts pouring it up and setting it aside, and he essentially looks at you and says, "Ah, good morning. Slept well?"
Morning. Yes, very pleasantly so.
Oh, that's
What about you?
Oh, I've slept terrific. I have had some good dreams, let's say.
Good.
And let's just say that I know my next destination. As he continues to pour the food.
Oh, and where's that?
Oh, I have to travel north.
North?
Yes. There is an old shrine that I need to take a look at.
What shrine is it?
Oh, it's a shrine for Darius. She has all these little shrines at the edges of the road. Essentially these safe places for people to, people to feel safe on the road, I suppose.
So, are they protected?
They are protected by Darius's power. As long as you, of course, leave her a bit of a tribute. She will protect you during the night and during the day. At least, that is her power.
From what I have gotten to know about Darius, do I know the elven equivalent of her?
There is an elven god. I will give you a name at some point when I finally make the elven pantheon. But there is a god that's a little like this, and it is a god of travel in a way, the hunter as well. It's essentially a god of hunters, animals, forests, and roads. It is in a way a god of the wilds.
Yeah.
So there is a god that fits this description, but only parts of it.
Okay.
And he like starts to look around as the rest of you start waking, and he's like, "Morning to you all. Hope you've been sleeping well."
Oh, this doesn't feel good.
Oh,
But I
trust
feel
me.
better.
The road is a long place, but I do hope you get used to it. I can't promise you that it will be any easier than this, I'm afraid. But if nothing else, well, he looks down at the food he's been pouring up and just says, well, you do need something to keep your fat on the road. And he like pats all these boxes and he just starts pushing. He essentially starts moving them towards you guys. And he essentially says, take it. It should keep you full. For a while at least.
Very kind of you, sir. Can I take a box?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a box for each, or?
And there is what essentially boils down to like 10 rations.
Nice.
For each?
No, 10 rations
In total. Okay.
in total. You decide who carries it.
Well, we can't really split it as such because it's fluid.
It's in boxes. He hasn't filled all of it in one box. He has been filling it up in 10 smaller boxes
Okay, yeah. So
of some kind,
you know,
some kind of material. Who knows?
I guess I'll take 2 or 3. Two, I guess.
You decide how you do it.
Yeah, I take 2, and then the rest can take whatever they want.
Yeah, I take 1.
So at least 7.
Yeah, I take some too.
So each of us just gets 2.
You
That's
could
fine.
just take 2 for each, or you could essentially, what I was thinking is you give them all to Urak so he can carry them.
Yeah.
But it is up to you.
We have carrying capacity now.
You do have a lot of carrying capacity, as all you essentially have is a bedroll, food, and your weapons and armor.
Indeed.
And maybe a
Ariel
torch or 3.
takes 2.
Well, where shall we go, my friends?
If I may, Ariel, I do think I can help you in a way. There is a friend of mine that lives up near Iron Ridge who is a master at tracking down people.
Oh, you think I can help find my parents?
I am 100% certain that if your parents are here in Ashon, you'll find them. If they're not, it'll take him a while, but you'll find them. Eventually. He has a way. Special
I
eye.
want to meet him.
Well, I am going there, or at least in that direction. You could travel with me if you'd like.
I'd love that.
What about the rest of you?
think we will go to Trustvar.
You will go to Trustvar then.
Yes, we need to sell stuff so we can get my fortunes back.
Very
This is
well.
very important.
But we don't have anything to sell yet. So
You do.
Opportunity
You
will strike us on the way there. You see, trust me.
Yeah, he essentially looks at all of you and is like... and he pulls out a small pouch on his back and starts opening it. Just like... for your next stay anywhere. And he pulls out 4 gold coins. And he walks over and gives them to Epos. Keep these. It should give you a room in a relatively good tavern when you get there.
okay.
And he,
We don't have anything, so the gold we started with,
it's gone.
it's gone. Okay. So
you all
I
have, you all have 0 coins except for Epos that now have 4 gold coins.
Lol.
We're broke, man.
Yes, you are very broke. We'll see what happens in the future though. And
Yes.
he essentially goes out. He essentially starts pulling out his horses to the wagon and starts tying them up to the wagon and starts moving the wagon. He also he does tell you, I can take you a little bit of the way, at least up the cliffside. If you want, you can also walk. It's up to you.
That would be very kind of you. We are essentially tired still.
You are. I would have assumed that I could
Well,
sleep.
at least it goes faster in a wagon.
That is true. Well,
I also came to think of something else.
yes.
On our way to Drostvar, are there any shrines for Darius on the way? It could be quite handy to know.
I think there is one. About when you're about a couple of days away from Drostvar, you do have to trudge a little bit into the woods to find it.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, it's not far. Like maybe 5 or 10 minutes in through the woods.
What would a proper gift for the goddess be?
Whatever you feel she deserves. You could leave a skin of an animal. You could leave a walking stick. You could leave a coin or 3. You could essentially whatever you feel she deserves to be given, she will gladly take.
That is good to know.
And worry not. She is a friend on the road. So whatever you give her, she will gladly take. We wanderers are not picky when it comes to gifts. And he gives each of you a very warm smile as he says this. Well, I suppose we should be on our way then. Jump in. And he walks up and like opens the door on his wagon. Do make yourself comfortable.
Goes over and awaits his hand to help me get up.
He's just holding the door like.
I walk past him and then.
Yeah, you just walk in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, and Victor walks in on his own. Ariel, he does tell you that he has a little bit of room in the front, and he doesn't want to talk to you. Actually says to you, I do have a few questions about your parents. Something I can tell my friend to help him find them.
Of course. I sit up front with him.
And he closes the door, and inside the wagon, it's like a very nice. It's actually almost like a small home. There's a sofa in there. It's like very comfortable.
That's cool.
Yeah, there is essentially a sofa, like a table that seems to be like almost like screwed into the floor to make sure it doesn't move as he's moving the wagon. There's also a stove. There is no bed, but there is a couple of hooks for a hammock. A hammock. I don't know how to explain. How to say it. Anyway,
Hammock is fine.
It is hammock.
yeah, and you essentially, as you walk in, start sitting down or standing there, you essentially feel a tug as the wagon starts moving.
I will doff my armor.
You will doff your armor. Get a little comfortable.
Yes.
Okay. And I will say that this is where we end for tonight.
Yeah, it's fine. Good clip.
Yeah.
And I will say thank you all for watching. We'll see each other in 2 weeks again, where we'll see where this fine group will end up as they travel on their way to the capital of Drostvar. See you in 2 weeks, guys. Bye.
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 Bye.